guys, welcome back to Dawn Investments. Today we're just gonna, go over our stocks that we're looking at for tomorrow and potential swings for the week. Some of these stocks got called out, and some of these stocks we found through our scanners. But here we go. Hope you enjoy. The first one is, the first one we want to go over is UGAZ. No, we went over this last week after it bounced off its support at 9.55 around there, and it's been on an uptrend since. It's up around 10% since that bounce. We're gonna definitely be trading it for potential day trades throughout the week as it bounces off supports, resistances, and the VWAP support and the VWAP and resistance. This has a potential trade. I will wait for it to break around this resistance around 1060 and wait for an upward trend around here, those signals, and get in for a potential profit of around 4 to 5% for a potential day trade. Depending on how it is at the end of the day tomorrow, it can even go for a swing trade. And that's really it for you guys. The next one we want to go over is AMD. AMD has been having a lot of price movement over the past couple of days. It has a lot of price movement in its 180-day chart, and it has some potential for profit. But the reason I'm looking at it specifically is because of its earnings report coming up. An earnings report for any stock is something that you should definitely look out for. It has the earnings report in 2 days. I wouldn't trade it before then. But just by the way it moves throughout the day, it ranges from around 13.50 to like 14, something in the 14s. So right now it's in the 13s. So hopefully with the earnings that comes out and with the anticipation of the earnings, it breaks the VWAP, and then there's a potential profit of maybe around 4 to 5%. And if the earnings are good, it can even be more, because it's around here. This is 4% to get to this 14. And on the 180-day chart, if the earnings are great, you can even get up here within a couple of days for 10%. But that's I wouldn't swing that before the earnings, because the earnings could be bad and it could drop. So I just want to make sure you keep that in mind. Next one is JNUG. JNUG has had a lot of movement over the past couple weeks. The reason I'm keeping this in the watch list is because it's at overall support right now around 17. It has another support around 17.04 or $17, and if it breaks below that, I'll definitely ignore it, because at that point I'm sure they'll see a downtrend. But if it stays around this level and then breaks this VWAP around 1730, you can see a potential profit, and it could possibly reach heights of around either 18 for 5% or even 20 for 18% gain. Like I said, this is also a swing though. Wouldn't see that in a day, of course. But right now it's downtrending, so I wouldn't just jump in, because as you can see, it's been coming down for the past couple of days. The next one I want to go over is QURE. The reason I want to go over this is because it has a price target of $32. And the past two trading days, it's up both days. One day is up 30%, the next day it's up around 20. This price movement is something that you can't ignore. And with a price target of 32, if this breaks 2050, I would get in for potential day trade. But looking at its fundamentals that you can find on Yahoo Finance or FinViz or anything like that, it has pretty bad fundamentals. So swinging this for all its price action is something that I definitely don't want to take a risk with. So I would definitely only use this for a day trade. But it's up to you. If you see the value in it, you can go for a swing trade, because if it goes up, you'll definitely have profit. But right now, I definitely think it's a little extended. but I definitely do think it has potential to keep going. So I would get in for a day trade, but like I said, personally, I wouldn't swing it just because of its fundamentals. But if you believe in this news and the company, you've done your research, go ahead and swing it because there you still have the chance of it. Because if it actually reaches 32, then other people swing it will be winners at the end of the day. The next stock I want to go over is Taco from Del Taco, not anything else but Del Taco. Um, After its earnings, it's seen a big drop. It usually has drops around around earnings, meaning it's kind of has seems to have bad earnings from the past or anticipation of bad earnings, but it drops around earnings to this support of around $12. As you can see, 14 to 12, 13 to 12, and it's been going like that. And it's recently at 15. It had its earnings and it's dropped all the way back down to 12. Looking at the past that it's been going back up, it has potential profit of going back up to 16. Since it's a multi-billion-dollar company, I would definitely say that profit is reasonable. It's trending back up right now. So because it's a reputable company, I do think that it can go back up. I don't think that it will stay at this level, but like I said, with the stock market, you never know, it can. So looking at the 5-minute chart, it's been moving back up off the support. So I will wait for a break above this resistance at $13. 13, whole numbers are natural resistances. Has a resistance at $13, and is also hitting the top VWAP. I will either buy in above this resistance here, or you can wait for it to break the EMA, but that one's kind of far, and the potential profit might not be worth it. So I would say wait for this break above 13, and if it shows an uptrend with the proper candles and volume, I would definitely say go in for a potential swing for like 1 to 2 days. Um, next one, a lot of people in the Discord and some of my friends have asked about it. Just want to quickly touch on this. I'm not probably gonna get into this simply because of the pattern. It looks like it hit a support here, and it looks like it's going up a little bit, but it looks like it's hitting the resistance. It's very close to its previous resistance, and this previous resistance is from a spike. So I wouldn't put too much hope into this stock, but like I said, if you do your own research and believe in the company, which I haven't done much research on this company, just looking at making my decision solely based on the pattern. But if this company has good fundamentals to you and good research, and you like it, I would say trade it. But as for right now, I think it's a bit extended. I think it's getting close to its former resistance, and because of that, I would say it's going to drop soon. So making this a little bit overpriced. Um, yeah, as you can see it better here. It's actually almost really at this resistance right here, basically touching it. So I know a lot of people are interested in that, but I just want you to be careful with that one specifically. The next one is a popular one, XXII. It's been trending down. I've been calling this out for a couple of days now. It's trending down. I believe it's at a good price right now at around 260. Of course, there's a chance to keep trending down, but it has I feel like once it hits 250 as the lowest, it'll bounce back up because as you can see here, it goes up and it bounces down, goes up and bounces down. So this is a common pattern, but and now it's on the stage of it bouncing down. So here's really where you really want to catch it, especially since it's been trading this channel and it just broke a little bit of it. Um, if you look at its RSI, it's very close to the oversold portion of it, oversold portion of the RSI, and that's something to definitely keep in mind. It's because it's oversold is potentially a better price, and buying in here and going in for a swing, if it follows trends properly, can even reach back up to this former resistance of 385. Reaching this resistance of 385, or maybe even $4 if it passes it, because as you can see with the patterns, it's new high. It usually makes new highs, so I would even say maybe hit the $4 resistance mark. So this is definitely something to keep your eye on. The next one we have here is GNC. Um, like most of the stocks I go over, it's recently hit a support, and being that it's a reputable company, multi-billion-dollar company, it's hit a support, and it's safe to trade. You don't expect it to drop, rapidly or real quickly because of the type of company this is. So looking at this bouncing off the support, there's definitely potential there for it to go up to 90% and have go up to 1025 because it's done it before recently where it bounced off the support and went exactly up to 1025, and then it's done it here as well, went up even higher. So definitely keep this in mind. A good entry here, keeping it at the 180-day chart. You can buy it if it breaks this 200-day EMA at 863 and wait for almost 90% there. I will wait for that just to make sure it's definitely on an uptrend. You can get it a little earlier. This is also about to break this EMA here, this 50-day EMA. And if you want, that would be another 4% added on to that for around 23% return. So I would buy it at either breaks of these EMAs. This one more risky, and the 200-day is definitely safer. Once it breaks one of those, which I think it will, I believe it definitely can reach its potential of around 1026. I don't know when it will. It definitely won't be in a day, but you should definitely keep it on your watch list for that happening. The next one I want to go over is CRR. This one has been getting a lot of attention within my group and within some of the people messaging me for stocks to go over. CRR has hit a bottom, the same support around multiple times. This is a multiple time bottom right here. This is a strong support around 615. So there's definitely potential for growth, potential for room. At minimum, I would say it'll definitely reach back here at 885 for 42%. I definitely think it can reach back there. I don't know when it will do that. Definitely won't be in a day because, as you can see, that's also previous resistance. That's a counter resistance. But it can also reach for a safer time to sell. You can get it for 28% when it reaches 782. Or looking at the 5-minute chart, it's also about to reach here for 5% gain, $7. But I'm not sure if the entry here for $7 would be worth it, because if you get it in drops, it'll be a bigger loss than the potential gain. So I would definitely say either wait for this break above 7 and either go to a natural resistance or go back or go to a resistance that we went over on the 180-day and sell it at either from to $8 to $9 around that range. The last stock someone asked me to go over was HOV. I made some drawings on it, just some trend lines. I just wanted to show this real quick. Through this, from looking at the chart, it's bounced off its support and it's been trending up for a couple of days. It definitely has room to grow around 50% to this previous resistance right here at 270. But if you look closer at the 1-day chart, it has these lines that really signals that there's not much intraday volume. So I would just be careful there. If you're looking for anything to swing, maybe I would say you can hold this, but I feel like all the other swings that I went over today may yield better results than this, but this definitely has potential for growth and room. So with your own due diligence and the research on the company, I'm sure you can find a reason to trade it. But make sure you only trade stuff that you find value in, and don't trade anything you're not sure about. Because with anything can drop, but this definitely has room to grow as well. And that's really it for the video. If you have any more that you want me to analyze, I'll analyze it in the Discord and send you guys either a private message or regular message or anything like that. And stay tuned for more. We're gonna go over some of the results of these trades tomorrow. Thanks for watching.